Hello.
We cannot hear you, Satish.
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Yeah, even I can't hear you.
I think, yeah, he's muted.
Hello, Satish. Not able to hear your voice.
Satish, we are unable to hear you.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. We don't hear you, sir.
Hey, can someone drop a mail to the front desk so that they can let us know?
Yes.
So please drop a mail to front desk. I think sorry is not
Actually, they are not getting our voice.
So can we try to reconnect? Reconnect?
We can try to reconnect.
Oh, yeah, I already tried 2 times.
Yeah, it's a problem of industry. So if we reconnect also, the same thing will happen.
The problem
Okay,
is satisfied.
Should we reconnect or we'll wait?
Not is there one request for him.
Yeah.
Let us try to reconnect. Let us try to reconnect. So before we sending the mail to them.
Okay.
మీరు డయల్ చేసిన నంబర్ ప్రస్తుతం బిజీగా ఉంది దయచేసి కాసేపాటి ప్రయత్నించండి
Hello.
Yeah, still not hearing.
Yes, still not hearing.
No chat option also.
Chat option also not there. Did you speak to front desk?
No, I have to drop an email. Okay, let me drop.
Okay. यार भी यार hello.
Yeah. Yeah, sent.
Okay.
Hey guys, is anyone sent mail to the printers?
Yeah, we have sent. I have sent.
Okay, so let us wait for this.
Online people?
Yes,
Yes,
we are
sir.
able.
Yeah, just now we can hear you. Till now we
Yeah.
can't.
Any queries, Sumiran? Good. Our concept is we want to override the standard button. Look at the point. I am going to the lightning. In the lightning, I'll go to the lead. What is the option we had here? This new button I want to replace with my custom logic. Whatever the standard button they have given, that standard button I want to replace with my custom logic. When I click on the new, this is a standard model page which is generated by the Salesforce. Now I want to replace this with my custom logic. So how to override standard buttons with the custom logic is the concept what we are learning. Now look at this. If I am going with this, I had some information, let us say rating. If I am showing this quick list field, what are the options we have? None, hot, warm, cold. The same options I have to get. Whatever the options are there, with the same options, I want to create a field. So I want to replace that button. If I want to replace the button, I need to get this page. How to create these pages? Overriding standard pages with a custom logic using Lightning. Okay. Now look at the point. Listen carefully, boss. First, I'm creating Lightning component. I have created. Here, you want to create Lightning. Select label. Now, I am trying to create a quick list field. So look at the format. What I was trying to create, I was trying to create a quick list field. Else I want to take Lightning input label equal to last name. Giving Lightning input label equal to because you want to create your own page, right? The new page you want to create your own. When you click on the button, we don't want a standard page, we want our own page. So I was trying to create a form. If there is any typo error, let me know. Input label equal to this is how we create it. But rating is a pick list field. Last name, first name, company, all of them are input text field, is okay. But rating is what? Pick list field, where we had hot, cold, and all the things. Now, right now I'm giving an option. Option value equal to option. What was this? Component, no component marked, lightning, select. Some typo errors. Now we created this. Now I want to display this within an application. Application. How you display this? See, read. Then we are giving extends. Have it. We are getting. But what was this? Rating we are getting. Now, whatever the options are there in the lead object, same options I have to get in display. If there are 40 options, I cannot create manually. Right? If it is one or two options, I can create. If there are 40 options, I cannot go to the object and see the options and create. So dynamically, we have to go to the lead object, get the options of the field and get them. So what is our requirement? We want to get the options available in the pick list field directly from the object and display here. Okay. Now how do you get them? So if you want to get this, I am creating a custom component here. Look at the point, listen carefully, it's very important. Right. Here, I am trying to get dynamically. So what I am doing, attribute, name equal to object name, type equal to object, raw attribute, name equal to field. Because when you are creating, I should not create only for one particular object, one particular field. It should be dynamic. Any object name I give, any field name I give, the corresponding options I have to fix. So that the same component I can use for multiple examples. I don't want to make it specific to lead. I want to make it a generic. So any object you specify, any field name you give, it will going to give you list of options which are available. So object name, field name, type equal to. So here I will give it as string. Object name, string. So if you give object name, field name, I'm going to get attribute name equal to options, type equal to. So what are the attributes I have given? The first attribute specifies name of the object. name of the recipe. And third one is list of pick list options. Right. Then I'm giving here URA. When is this URA handler is going to execute? When the component is loaded, automatically URA handler is going to execute. Name equal to init, value equal to action equal to. Action equal to call. So I'm giving it action equal to call me. What was that? Not permitted. I gave one extra line. Then go back to this. I'm defining client side. In the client side controller, I have a function called. Now the story starts. How to get the options of a pick list field dynamically? If you know the object name, if you know the field name, how do you get the options of the pick list field dynamically? So I am defining Apex class. Do you remember the schema programming? Schema lead exam. How to define an Apex class as a Lightning Apex class? URA. Then it is public static list of string. What we require? The options list of string get data. How can I get the options? If you give object name, if you give field name and object name, I need to get the options in the list. So what is the program we have to write? Schema programming. In the schema programming, what was that? Get global describe. What this will do? Map of string comma schema dot. This will give you all the objects in the Salesforce in the form of map, where object name is the key and object type is the value. So what I'm doing? Map of string comma schema dot subject type object map equal to schema dot get global, get all the objects in the Salesforce in the form of map. Get all the objects in the Salesforce in the form of map. Fine. Once you got this, now object name is in the form of key, object type is in the form of value. So we already know object name. If you know object name, what we can do? We can get object type. So schema dot is object type equal to object map dot get of. So what was this? Get the object type by passing object name as key. Then what you are supposed to do? Get the description about an object. Do you remember the schema programming? Schema dot describe is object result equal to object type dot get. We got the description about an object. Once we got the description about an object, we need to get the fields of the object. You got a description about an object. Once you got the description, you are supposed to get the fields of an object. So how do you get the fields of an object? Schema dot describe field result. Field result equal to object result dot fields dot get map of get whatever the field name you gave, get the description about the field. Once you got the description about the field, once you get the description about the field, then what you are supposed to do? That field description, if that field is a pick list field, it will have options. So get me all the pick list options available in that field. List of schema dot pick list entry. So what I was doing, describe field result equal to object result dot fields dot get map dot get of field. Okay. Now, once you are doing this, I was supposed to get one by one option. How do you get it? I am assuming that you are already aware about this. Name is equal to new list of, then for schema dot entries. Then names dot add p dot. So what it was giving? Whatever the field we have given, based on the field, get the pick list options. Whatever the field name we have given, based on the field, get the pick list options. Once you get the pick list options, get the label name of the pick list and return those values. Do you remember the schema programming? Right? Clear? Am I clear? What was this? Object name as a key, object type as a value. So what we are doing? Getting the object type. So get the description about an object. How do you get the description? Schema dot describe this object result equal to object type dot get describe. This will give the description about an object. From the description about an object, get the fields. How do you get the fields? Map of string comma schema dot is object field. Object map dot get fields dot get all the fields of the object. From the description of an object, get all the fields of the object. Once you got the fields, now field name is the key. Field type is the. Now get the description about a field. Get the description about a given field. schema dot describe field result describe field result equal to, what is the name of the map? Field map dot get off. What is the field name we gave? Whatever the field name we gave. In the field map, if I give that field name, we get the field type. Field type dot get, we are getting the description. From the description, of a given field, get the pick list options. How you get the pick list options? List of schema pick list entry pick list values. Then get the names. Then take one by one option. Entries. So what I was doing, get the pick list options, take one by one option, get the label name. Whatever the pick list label is there, get that label. So when you call this method, what is happening? Based on the object name what you have given, based on the field name what they are given, dynamically it is getting all the options in the pick list field and giving the list of options. Now question is, how to call this? If you want to call this method, what should I do? Go to the component, define controller equal to, right? Then what is the name of the method? Get data. Go to this first, where object name equal to component dot get off v dot, whatever the name you have given, fetch the value of that name. Then similarly, whatever the field name you have given, get the value of it. So how you get it? Where now we got the value, name of the object, name of the field. Whatever the attributes he gave, I got the value. Now I was supposed to call this class. From the JavaScript, I was supposed to call the Apex class. How do you call it? Where action equal to component dot get off c dot get data. C is what? Controller. In the controller, what is the name of the method? Get data. But when you are calling a get data, it is expecting a parameters. When you call a get data, it is expecting what? Parameters. So what I was supposed to do? Action dot params. What is the parameter we had? First, exact name should be given. OBJ name, colon, comma, field name. So whatever the names you have given, the same names I have to pass. OBJ name, the value is name. Field name, value is a field name. When you call this, I was supposed to enqueue this action. Enqueue action. Because every operation will run like asynchronous operation. Then what should I do? I have to define action. How do you define the action? Callback action. Action dot set callback. Two parameters. This comma function. Am I right or wrong? When you want to invoke a method from a class, action dot, okay, component dot get of c dot method name. It will give a variable action. Action dot set callback this function response. In the function response, what I'm giving, I have to get where state equal to response dot. I'm checking if state equal to success, then what should I do? Where my list equal to response dot get. What is this? Get return value will give you this will return list of, right boss? When you call the method, response will return the value that was written by the method. Then what should I do? Whatever the names you are getting, that name should be set to options. So how do you set it to options? Component dot set else this is how I define. That means what? Whenever you call this component, automatically what is happening? URA handler is called. Whenever I call this component, automatically what is happening? URA handler is called. This is initialization. Automatically it is called. When it is called, what it is doing? Getting the name of the object, getting the name of the field. By passing these two parameters to the Apex class, it is getting the corresponding list of field names. That option names are fetched. They are stored to options. Exactly. Okay. Now the point is what? Whatever the options we are getting here, it is a generic one. Whatever the options we are getting here, that option should be displayed. Whatever the options we are getting here, that option should be displayed here. What is our requirement? Actually, our requirement is this. Whatever the options you are getting there, that option should be displayed here. So how I am displaying? Okay. How do you get the value from that component to this component? Attribute name equal to option. What is that? Data synchronization. Type equal to. So data synchronization. Right. Then we are calling C colon. What is the name of the component? Lead field exam. Options equal to dot. That's the reason we learned this concept before starting this. So whatever the value we are getting from that component. Why did I create that component separately? You might have written that component here only. But I want to make it generic so that I can use the same example in multiple contexts. That I can use in multiple contexts. Okay. So here. Now we had a group of options. Apex select list, select option, select options. Select option is what? One by one option. So this is option one by one. Now what we require? Group of option. How will you display the group of option? Your items equal to. Do you remember this concept? Do you remember this concept? Loops were equal to taking one by one option. Then I have option value equal to value is A, label is also A. Did you get my concept? In this component, what did I do? This component was purely designed to get the list of pick list options based on the field what you have selected. Whichever the field you are giving, based on that field name, get the options in the pick list field and pass those options. So whatever the options I am getting, those options should be displayed in this component. So when I say rating, previously what did you get? None I got. Now I need to get none, hot, warm, cold. Every option we had in the pick list, all those options should be displayed here. So go back to the application and see. What was that? Failing disconnected. Refresh it. No client call me. Okay. C dot call me. I'm going to given call me. Let me check it out. Dot. Yeah. Go back. Still values are not fetched. Let me refresh. Okay. Now let me cross check. The values are not getting assigned here.
Sir, I think we are not passed with the object name and field name to the component.
Yes, yes. You are
So
supposed
how can
to
we
give, you're right. What we are supposed to do? Options here. Next, object name. What is that? Lead. Field name. So, field name. You're passing object name and field name. Then go to the application. Let me refresh. Right. So let me give you status. Right? Whichever the field you are giving, dynamically we are getting the option. So I made a generic component there. Right, boss? This is done. Now what was this? You want to save. When I click on the new, what is your aim basically? You want to override this. When you click on new, your custom page should come. I will enter the data. When I click on save, record should be saved. That is our requirement. When I click on the new, instead of standard page, custom page has to come. When I enter the data, record should be saved. If you are trying to work with a record, what is the concept we need to get? If you want to override, any one of the standard buttons in the Visual Force page, what we used to do? Standard controller. If you want to override a button of new on a lead object, we need to give standard controller equal to lead, extension equal to the name of the class. If you want to override opportunity, cancel button on the opportunity, standard controller equal to opportunity extension. Now I told in place of standard controller, what is the concept we had in Lightning? The exact concept of standard controller in the Lightning, what we have?
LDS.
The LDS is replication of the substitution of your standard controller. Whatever we are doing with the standard controller, same thing we are doing with the LDS. Now we are taking the combination of LDS also. Now, how do you define LDS? If you want to define LDS, there are two interfaces what we require. What is it? Flexi page available for home page. We require Flexi. We require interface. What was that interface? Flexi page available for home page. So no issue. I'll type it up. Okay. Now we'll get a flexi page available for home page. Next, what is the other one? Has record ID. What is the second one we had? Has record ID. Has record ID. What is the purpose of that has record ID? What is the purpose of that hash record ID? What is the purpose of that hash record ID? What is the purpose of that hash record ID? Ensures that now I have two requirements here. The two things which I need to go for: available for record home page. Okay, available for record home page. Then what is the next one we had? Has record ID. Somewhere it will be finding. What is the purpose of hash record ID? Let me give you. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Force colon hash. What is the purpose of this? This is to use in place of. We want to ensure that ID of the record is provided. ID of the record is provided. To ensure that the ID of the record is provided, we have one more interface which is called hash record ID. Now, generally we used to do what? At the time of creating a component, I used to enable the checkboxes. Now, already I have created a component. On the available component, I am trying to enable it. So, what was this? It was not given. Chalo, not an issue. One is flexi available for home page. Other one is hash record area. Hash record. These two things are required for us. So what is the first interface we need to implement? Go to this. The component. Implements. Why are you going for this? First of all, tell me. Why are you using this? Why are you using this? Because we are using this because we are going for LDS. If you don't use LDS, do you require this? I am including these two only because we are going for LDS. If you don't have a concept of LDS, we don't need this. Okay. Next, one more important point. Apart from these two, action. We need to go for lightning action. We are trying to override the button. So one more interface is required. We'll see once I have implemented this complete functionality. Then we are supposed to go with access equal to. It is not mandatory, but suggested to go for implementation. Now, once I have given this, what you are supposed to do? URA record. URA. So what was the format we need to use? URA record data. What are the fields we had?
Yeah, I think that's force record. Force record.
Yes, yes. Force record data. What are the things we require? First,
record ID.
URA ID. I'm giving some of my ID. Then record ID. B dot. Then we had what are the list of fields you want? Which fields we are using here? Last name, first name, company, right. Then record. What are record fields? Where the record will be saved? B dot new.
I think that's target recorder.
Yeah. Wait for a minute, boss. Who is this guy? Yeah. Fine. What is the next one we had? What are the other things we require? So we can give a layout. We can give a layout. We can give a layout. Next, we can go for a layout. We can go for a error. We need to go for error.
And mode also required.
Mode, we need to give the mode as edit.
Target fields not required, sir. So when we read the fields.
No, record data, target fields. We have already given, no, instead of target record fields we have given, no. So whatever the fields we mentioned, with that fields the record is coming, that record we are referring with a new record.
Target record?
Now, any one is required. Either we can go for a record or we can go for a fields. Any one is required.
Okay.
So let us see.
Okay.
Now, one is either you need to go for a layout or you need to go for a fields. Either you need to go for a layout or you need to go for a fields. Okay, either you need to go for a layout or you need to go for a fields. Second, target record or target fields. Now we are going with the second one here, targeted fields. Either you need to go with a target record or we need to go with a target fields. There are two options. Or now out of this, if you go with the target record, the using of variable will be difficult. We need to go say global object, then field, fields, field name dot value. If you go with the target fields, straight away we can refer with the new lead dot field name. That is the reason I prefer to go with the target fields. Next, mode is edit. Why you are giving mode as edit? Why are you giving the mode as edit? Because we are trying to create a new record. As you are trying to create a new record, we are going for a mode equal to edit. Then again, target error. So what is the target error? In case we are getting any error message, how you define it? Right. So what was this? Record ID, fields, target fields, mode, target error. Now we are supposed to create a couple of attributes to store the data. What is the attribute? Name equal to new lead, type equal to name equal to type equal to. So this is how we are given. So whatever the record we are referring using a record data, their same value should be given here. So if I enter any data here, that should be stored to what? New lead. If I enter any data in this, that value should be stored to what? New lead. So how will you store? Value equal to v dot new lead dot. So value equal to So what did I do? Whatever the record is there, v dot new lead, the new record. So that record, last name, first name, company, rating. So what happened? Whatever the values I enter in this, they are automatically associated with new dot. They are associated with what? V dot new lead. So whatever the field values I am entering here, automatically they are associated with a new lead. Now, if I want to create, everything is good. It is just like, as I told you, it is just like lead. Now I said new lead dot last name, first name, company, rating. But when this will be effective, this will be effective only when I give equal to new lead. If I don't assign equal to new lead, it will be what? Null dot last name, null dot first name. So how we are going to initialize? You get my point? Record data. But first the object should be initialized. New lead equal to new lead. Object should be initialized. If you want to initialize the object, we are going for URA handler.
That is C dot.
So
Excellent.
we are going with the invoke. Now the point here is, what should be done in the invoke? What should be done in the invoke? Record initialization. Record initialization. How do you initialize the record? What is the idea of this element? You want to initialize whatever the target field is referring, that variable should be initialized, that attribute should be initialized. How do you recognize this? By using ID. By using ID, we will recognize it. How do you recognize by using ID? How do you
Component
recognize
get
by using ID?
find of.
Component dot
Component find of.
find
ID.
my ID. We recognize it. Then what you are supposed to give? Save record. First we are supposed to create a new record. First we are supposed to give new record. We have to give new record. Initialization of new record should be done. If you want to initialize a new record, what are the methods we had? If you want to initialize a new record, what are the methods we had? Get a new record. Get a new record. When you are going for a get new record, let us see. Now what is the method we had? Get new record. So dot get new record. When you are going for a get new record, what are the parameters we had? Param1, param2, param3. This what? What is param mean? What is param1? Name of the object.
Name.
Which object is that? Lead. Param2, record type.
Record type.
I am not mentioning any record type. Param3,
Sir,
cache.
Sir, small notes. Yes.
Yeah.
If we have a multiple record types, then how can we define
Record ID we need to pass. Record type name.
Then
Record type name.
Dynamically
we need to get
content
it. Yes, obviously. You are supposed to get it then. You are supposed to get it then. Or you should be given a pick list option. You need to get a pick list option and get the record text.
Okay.
Okay, number.
Okay.
Now, param1 is what? $a dot get callback. $a dot get callback. This is the functionality what we define. In this functionality, what are you doing? In this functionality, what are you doing? We are supposed to where record equal to, what was that? Component dot get v dot get the new lead. So what we are doing here, boss? Whatever the new lead you have created here, the attribute. How do you get the attribute? Component dot get of v dot attribute. Component dot get of v dot attribute. If record equal to null, if it is equal to null, boss, it is an error. Record equal to null means what? Initialization is not done. Else now, what is the purpose of this? What was the purpose of this? Let me check closing of the braces. You got floor bracket, then one more function bracket. Now, what was this? Component dot find record dot get new record. We are creating equal to new lead. Name of the object, record type, cache, and callback function. What is the callback function? After creating a record, we are calling a callback function, checking whether record is created or not. In the callback function, what are you doing? This is for what? Testing whether record is done or not. So in the callback function, I'm giving check whether record is blank or not. If record is blank, sorry boss, record is not initiated. If it is not blank, yes, it is success. Now this is to initiate the record. This is only to initiate the record. Fine. After initiating the record, what should I do? You are going to enter the data, click on save. When you click on the save, record should be saved to database. Now you are supposed to create an extra button which will save the record. Lightning button, label, action. Save. What was that? No component with the lightning button. Now save. When I click on the button called save, record should be saved. Now if you want to save the record, what is the functionality we have, boss? What is the functionality we had? What is the functionality we had?
Save record.
Save record, and we are going to have $a that get called back response. The save result, not response, save result. $a dot get called back. Okay, save result. Now the same functionality. Go back to this one. What was this? $a dot get called back function save result. If the save result equal to success, operation is completed. Not success, operation is an error. So let me give you this. Component dot find id save record $a dot get callback function save result. If the save result is success, else console dot log. So one extra closing bracket, check it out. So it was this, let me give it closings. We require one extra braces here. Then a function to close this, an extra function bracket. And we had close. Okay. Now we are done with this. Now go to the application, have a quick overview. So basically we have given what? Component. I have given here, it will throw error message because we didn't query that field. So I modified again. So go back. Okay. Now we are giving so we have created this record. Go back to the lead. If I give a toast message, I'll be getting the message on the top. If I give a toast message, I'll be getting the record on the top. So what was that, Ramesh? Now record is getting saved. Okay, but what is our requirement? This functionality is working very fine. This functionality I have to use. For overriding the standard page. If you want to override the standard page, we are supposed to use one more interface, lightning action override. I told you, if you want to override any one of the standard functionality, one more interface has to be used, which is lightning action override. Only when you implement this interface, this component will be available to override the standard functionality. Then how do you override? Go back to this. Go to setup. Then we have object and fields. object manager. Go to object and fields, object manager. So where is our object? Lead. Go to the lead object. In the lead object, what are you finding here? Buttons, links, and actions. Then we have a list of buttons. Which button you want to replace? New button. So go to this. What we have? Select the button. Click on edit. Lightning Experience Classic Lightning. Now, lead. We are getting this component because we gave lightning : action override. Because we implemented that interface, this component is visible here. Similarly, when you are trying to override a standard button in the classic, only those Visual Force pages which have the standard control equal to name of that object, only those pages will come. Similarly, here also only the lightning components which has implemented lightning override action, lightning override action, action override, lightning action override interface, only that components will come here. Give it. Now what happened? Standard new button is replaced with this custom functionality. Go back. Lead, new. Now what we got here? We got this structure. Now when you're getting this structure, we can organize them better by using what? Grid model. If we take a grid model, what will happen? If we take a grid model, top one will be the chord, sidebar component, detail. Like that we can organize the page. Are you getting my point? The new button is replaced with our custom logic. I hope you got my point here. So what we have done? We are designing a component using which we can override standard actions. We can override standard action. I hope you are good with this example. Now we'll revise this example, the key points what I have used. Once again, let us go back. First of all, we require an Apex class. Why are you taking this Apex class? This is schema programming to fetch list of pick list options from the given field from the given object.
Yeah. Hello, Satish.
Yes.
Is the schema programming is standard for all the for all the code? For all objects.
Schema is this is standard format of writing a program, boss. Is an Apex standard format of writing a program. This statement is what I give: get global describe. It's a metadata programming, fetching the properties of an object, properties of a field. This is independent from your classic or lightning.
Okay, so if you want this, where can we find this code?
The schema. The namespace is schema. Schema.sObject type, schema.sObject field, get global describe, describe sObject result. This all will be under schema. Go to the namespace called schema. You'll be finding all these classes. It's a predefined classes given by the Salesforce.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Under the namespace of schema, you'll be finding all this. Okay, right, boss? The
Sir, Sir. So we can use this component for the global actions.
Yeah. Now we need to. There's a different format again. We need to override action button, quick action buttons. We'll see it further.
Okay.
That is a quick action, right?
Okay.
The quick action has a different interface. The quick action has a different interface. I'll be showing that in the next session. Okay.
Okay.
Now look at the first one. I have created a first component. What is this component? This component will take name, object name, field name, and when you page is loaded, automatically going to the controller. When it is going to the controller, it is invoking a Apex class by passing the name and field name as a parameter, and it is getting you what? List of pick list field names. Now whatever the pick list names you are getting, those names are displayed here. Now I designed this as a generic one so that in the next examples also the same component I am going to use instead of writing the entire program. So I have designed this. Now what happened? Whatever the data we are getting in this component, this data should be passed to another component. So data syncing should be there. If you want to create a data syncing, what should I do? I also need to create an attribute with name options to sync the data between lead There is a reason we have created this attribute. Now next, because we are trying to override the button standard functionality, we need to use record data. We need to use record data. In the record data, we already know this. We have done already these formats. Okay. Here also, we can use fields attribute, target record, any one we can define, either layout or fields, either target record or target fields. Any one is sufficient. Right. Now, what is the purpose of this? We are invoking the handler to initialize new record. We are trying to initialize as a new record. Right. The next, we are creating this as a form. Inputs from the then we are creating the options from based on the options we received. So first I have done syncing. I have shown the example of syncing, data syncing. Then I have shown the example of fetching the data and showing it dynamically. Third, I have done record data. Fourth, I have done inserting the data, initializing the data, and creating the record. Okay. So next one, the main point here is if you want to override the standard functionality, we have to implement component has to implement lightning override interface, right? Anyway, comma extra slash I have given. Let me see it. Look at somewhere comments have given extra line. Line number
9.
9.
9.
Yeah. Fine, boss. So this is the functionality of overriding. So here